here, so you want to go ahead and get that started? Yeah, awesome. This is actually second grade. My parents were really laid back and really cool, and I was a Kiss fanatic when I was a kid. I had puzzles and action figures and just craziness. But I also had a really bad side. When I hit junior high, I ended up having to have surgery on both of my feet due to a deformity in my feet. And at the time, we thought, okay, this will fix it. But it also came with a price. I put on 130 pounds when I was in junior high. And a lot of it had to do with this because my feet were this way. When I got the casts off, I wouldn't wait. I didn't want to walk on crutches. I walked out of the doctor's office. And 2 weeks later, someone pushed me and I fell and broke my foot back in a cast. Well, I got that one off and I was in gym class and someone fell on me and I broke my other foot. So lots of weight gain there. This is from when Dan and I met. You can see me up in the corners, and generally it was me trying to carry people around because they were like, how much can this guy carry around? As I was saying, I used to perform. That's me. You can see the weight gain was really going strong there. This is at a club called the Ice Pick in Muskegon. Used to play in a rap metal band back in the early 90s, like before Limp Bizkit or anybody. So I met my wife at Top of the Rock in 1992. In between, her and I dated, were engaged because of the band, broke it off. Married a groupie, never do that. This is me when I was 530 pounds. The only other photo I have of myself when I was at my maximum weight of 545 would be very inappropriate. So I was clothed, but there was lots of hand gestures. So, but this is me at my wedding when I finally married Lisa, and it was 7 years after we broke up. We finally got back together and got married. I actually had lost 30 pounds for the wedding and I was down to like 520. Now, I had bariatric surgery in 2006 and I got down to 280 pounds just before we had our first daughter. And I stayed that way for about 4 years, and then for no reason that anybody could tell, I just started gaining weight. I gained 125 pounds in 9 months. That's when they found the tumor in my brain that was on my pituitary gland that was the original cause of all the weight gain. Well, I finally got that removed, got everything fixed there, and this man, that was Joey Diaz, he's a comedian. He had a podcast, and he was speaking to this man who is Curtis. And Curtis used to be that big. And last week, Curtis competed in the Lou Ferrigno Legend competition and took 6th place. He got up to 430 pounds. And the first thing he told me to start doing was walking. And this was what I did. And I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then I got tired of doing that, and I started going to the gym. And now I've been doing kettlebells and battle ropes and things like that. I've always felt you got to keep moving forward, because while this is about my weight gain and loss, it's also about learning and keeping motivated. And I built this entire bike with the exception of the front wheel and the engine. The rear wheel was made by me. All these pieces I designed CAD from computer class that I took online, and just designed everything for this bike. And it's just, I can't emphasize enough that you just got to keep moving forward no matter what anything throws at you. And I've had people say to me, why do you do it? This is one of the reasons. I'm a watchdog dad at my kids' school. I go in 3-4 times a year and just go into class and sit with the kids and read to them and do math and things like that. Just have to keep going. because no matter how bad it gets, things could always be worse. And this is another, I forgot about this one. Always try to be as happy and spend as much time laughing as you can. I love I love being the comedians, but my wife's a very special person to me. Speaking of performing, I play a strong man in a local burlesque group. I had someone call me out going, "Hey, there's one thing that's not like the other," and I pointed out, "Do you not see the lady with the beard in the front? That's a guy." I forgot to put this one in here. This is my father. He's been just such an inspiration to me. He went through Vietnam, and he's currently dying of heart disease. But when I say that things can always be worse, I look at all the bad things that have happened, and then I see that. Oh. Curtis made me take that because I would never take a picture with my shirt off. He's like, "Just do it." But as I was saying, my dad's going through that, and all the bad things that have happened to me, I could still be where he is now. And instead, I'm with this. This was from my brother's wedding in Denver that we just went to last month. And this is what keeps me going. This is what makes me happy, and meeting new people and making new friends and making other people happy. Just got to keep going forward and keep thinking the best you can. Thank you. By the way, I brought this, I didn't show you. At one time, I couldn't button this.